Greetings and salutations! It is I, Professor Macabro, horror YouTuber for the month of April, here again with another horror movie haul update. Just like I mentioned in the previous video, I went to that flea market where I pay dirt, and I was able to get a couple of really cool horror editions. I was crossing my fingers that first of all I would be able to go, and thankfully I was able to go. Then, the other hand, crossing the fingers, was hoping that the seller from last time would be here as well, and he was. And even my little toesies were crossing their toes to hopefully they would still have some really cool horror movies. And thankfully they did. Unfortunately, I did not find the Caligula sequels. That was disappointing. The last time I went, they didn't look like official releases, because the discs looked suspect, and the cover art looked weird. It looked like a low-budget release that the DVD company put out, or maybe someone burned it. I don't know. They look kind of weird, but I still wanted to get those Caligula sequels because I have two versions of Caligula, and I would have actually liked to have added those sequels to the collection. Alas, they were gone. But I was able to find all of the MGM Midnight movie releases that I left behind the last time. So I grabbed them up and I'm like, these are mine. Go away, you people, go away. Mine. And I am here to share what I got. So let's get started. Picked up the MGM Midnight movie releases are most popular because they had, or most well known because they had double features. They had those flip discs that on one side they had a movie, then you would flip it, and on the other side it would have a different movie. Same thing when they released the widescreen and full screen discs. One side had a full screen, then you would flip it over and it would have the widescreen. The problem with those releases, or that type of release, is that they're very frail. They're very easy to scratch up, but these are mint, great condition, so I was like, I'm gonna buy them. And I take care of my movies. Yes, indeed, I like to take care of them because they're like my children. Yes, so first one I got, this is what the MGM Midnight movies look like, with the blue cover there. And I am still hunting for this type of release of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. MGM did release a version of Killer Clowns from Outer Space in this line that I've been holding out because I like the cover in that particular release. So still hunting for that. But this is Ray Milland in X, the man with the X-ray eyes. Haven't seen this one, so I'm happy to get that one. Next, MJ Midnight release of Mars Needs Women. One of the friendly men actually inquired, because I posted this on my social media, if this was a prequel to Mars Needs Moms. I'm guessing that movie's inspired by this original one, because this one is Martians are running out of people to mate with. So they tried to abduct females from Earth to mate and, make their population grow. So this might be a saucy movie. Because it's Martians. Because, people are trying to abduct women. So we shall see. Then we have one of these double feature releases. This is the more popular versions that you would come across. The Midnight movies are out of print. They don't print these anymore. And a lot of people are actively also hunting for these babies. So they're kind of hard to come by. At least I've had a lot of trouble finding these particular releases. So when I saw these, I was like, I need to get all of that I can. And this double feature is Wild in the Streets and Gas. I thought was a bizarre title, but they made another one that's called Gas. So there you go, Wild in the Streets and Gas. What a weird title. Then we have Morons from Outer Space and Alien from LA. This is the one that I saw. I was like, oh, this looks really good. This looks like my kind of movie. And I haven't seen either one of these, but the cover art is what really sold me on wanting to get them. And now I got them, and I'm looking forward to watching these. And that was the only batch of MGM Midnight movies that they had that I was able to get, so score! Then I got this one, starring Vincent Price, an anthology horror movie, also released by MGM, From a Whisper to a Scream. Haven't seen this one, honestly, but it says it's an anthology, and I like anthology movies, and I can't say that I've heard anyone talk about this one. Someone did very nicely left a comment in the social media saying that this was pretty good, so I'm looking forward to watching that one as well. And the other one I got is Breeders, also MGM. Not the Midnight movie release, but an MGM release where a couple of police are investigating the abduction of women, and these are not Martians. Well, they're sort of kind of like aliens, but not Martians. No, these are alien creatures that are trying to impregnate the women that they're abducting, so, this is with aliens trying to mate with humans. I don't know. But, got Breeders. And the last one I'm going to showcase is not a horror movie. No, it's not a horror movie, but it's a very unique movie that I personally had never seen before. As a child of the 80s, I would, actively hunt Schwarzenegger movies and Stallone movies, Bruce Willis movies. Since we're in Action April, it's relative to the month. And I thought that I had seen every Schwarzenegger movie, even Hercules in New York. I've seen that one. And then I come across this and I'm like, what the fuck is this? How is this a movie I've never seen? So I had to buy it because I have a Schwarzenegger collection and I'm missing only like 5 titles of his. And then I come across this thing. Stay Hungry. It has Jeff Bridges, Sally Field, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Front and center there. Kind of looks like it's something else, but it looks to be like a romantic comedy. The back says that Jeff Bridges is this guy that's roped into doing a scheme of real estate, so he has to acquire a gym to, complete the scheme. And the gym is run by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Sally Field is the receptionist. And Jeff Bridges falls in love with Sally Field. And also with the lifestyle of the bodybuilder, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's actually trying to participate in the, what's that called? Crap, now I forgot. The bodybuilding competition. There actually is a documentary following Schwarzenegger. I forgot the name. There's a documentary of Schwarzenegger actually preparing for that competition, so that's get referenced here. So again, I didn't even know this movie existed, and now I have it in the Schwarzenegger collection. So yes, this is the thing. After Hercules in New York, he made this movie, and very weird. I'm also looking forward to watching this one. As a fan of Schwarzenegger, I like to come across all the random movies, but this is the randomest movie I've ever seen. I, again, didn't even know this existed. But now I have this. And now the most obscure movie that I still need to get for the collection is Rhinestone, starring Stallone and Dolly Parton. That's one of the top echelon, higher up on the wish list of movies that I want to get. I haven't been able to find a copy of Rhinestone, which is very, very disturbing. I want to get that movie. Yes, indeed. So, what do you think of the whole? I almost forgot to make the recommendation, the standard recommendation of this haul. But honestly, they're all blind buys. I haven't seen a single one of these, so I don't know what to recommend. I'll probably enjoy From a Whisper to a Scream, because it has Vincent Price, and it's an anthology, so I'm assuming I will enjoy this one as well. But all of the movies that I bought because they looked interesting, and I'm pretty sure that I will enjoy them because I enjoy movies in general, but also horror movies, even though a lot of these aren't technically horror movies or sci-fi or weird comedies like Moron from Space. How could that be horror? But we shall see when I see them. I'll maybe do a quick review. Well, I'll work on that. But anyway, I will see you next time for the last batch of horror movies that I got. in that cellar, so stay tuned for that. But until I see you all again next time, I wish you, like always, a good evening.